Hello and welcome to Customer Success Rants Musings with myself, Rick Adams, founder and CEO at practicalcsm.com. And just like the last episode, this episode is also based on a question that I got from a client. I think this again was a member of the platform, a member of the Facebook group, although I wouldn't swear for certain. But anyway, here's the question. Do you feel that customer success managers are better served by being aligned by industry? So that was the question that I was asked. The detail of that question is the CSM themselves was asking the question, are customers better served by their CSM only being involved in a particular customer industry and only serving similar clients with similar types of situations and problems? Their answer actually was no. Their belief was that, in fact, what that does is that it kind of limits the CSM in terms of their awareness and understanding and almost, if you like, their creativity, so that they cannot bring creative ideas from outside of that industry into the industry to solve that industry's problems. And I thought that was a really interesting perspective on it, but I disagreed with them. So my answer is generally yes. I think actually customer success managers are better served by being aligned by industry, or more particularly, the customer is better served by the CSM being aligned by it to like one industry or maybe one or two. And the reason for that is because, of course, it provides the CSM with the context that they need to hold high quality relationships and discussions with those customers, because they understand the industry, and that's really important. It's very difficult to be a jack of all trades. Now, maybe some people can manage it and some can do better than others, but I would suggest that if I was an accountant, I'm going to respond better to a CSM who is helping me make the most out of this accountancy product if I understand the world of accounting, and perhaps I used to be an accountant even. And that is going to be a much more powerful experience for me as a customer. And similarly, if I'm in manufacturing, it's going to help if I'm talking to somebody who at least understands manufacturing and has had experience of working in manufacturing. We can talk the same language. When I say something, you'll get what I mean by it without me having to explain it to the nth degree. You'll just get it, because you've been there and done it yourself and you've experienced it for yourself. And there really is no substitute for real world experience. So if you've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years of experience in industry X, whatever that is, whether it's marketing or whether it's selling or whether it's automotive trade, or it doesn't matter. The point is if that is what your customer is and does, and you've got that as a CSM, you are off to an amazing head start in building trust relationships, in understanding the customer, and in helping them to do the creative problem solving that they are going to need to do to get your product up and running and installed and working well, and to get the users up and running and trained and so on. Now, that's not to say, of course, that it's the only thing you need to know is the customer's industry or the customer's profession. There are lots of other things as well. But nevertheless, I would say, yes, it really is a very powerful thing to do. So as a general rule, I'm going with yes, but I did like the perspective that this particular person brought to it around the idea of sharing ideas from outside of the industry as well. So I'd say, yeah, you know what, don't forget that power of multidiscipline idea sharing. And so within a team of CSMs, maybe we can work together sometimes, and maybe I can then observe and listen in on your ideas when you're talking to your customers and vice versa. And maybe we can workshop ideas together occasionally as well. So we can expand our horizons by doing things like that. But generally speaking, nevertheless, I would say yes, it is generally a desirable thing to have an industry background that understands the customer. So I hope that helped. I'd be interested to know what others think, whether they agree with me or whether they agree with the person who was writing this particular question to me, and do let me know. So that's it for this week. Please do subscribe. It helps us, by the way, if you subscribe, because it helps the YouTube algorithms. But it also means that you can keep in touch. If you click the bell icon, they'll automatically let you know when we publish new videos to the series. So that's it from me today. Look forward to speaking to you again in future episodes of Rants Musings. But for now, thank you very much.